This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2019 Solaire by Palomino, and it's model 163X. Okay, so we're on the door side of the trailer at the rear. You see you've got crank down scissor type stabilizer jacks. You've got a power awning. Steps that fold out. Okay. You've got outside speakers, a TV mount, antenna out and power for a TV. And this is the vent for your range hood. If you're going to use the fan in the range hood, you want to have this baffle flapping freely. Otherwise, you keep it shut like that. Okay. This is your water heater. Works on both gas and electric. There's a switch right here. I always leave the tape on it. Right here, you can see it's off. It operates the heating element, the electric heating element that's behind this panel, this cover here. So always make sure there's water in the tank before you turn on the electric or the gas. This works on gas or electric, like and the electric switch is, like I stated, is in the lower left-hand corner. You light it on gas inside the trailer. I'll show you that when I get there. Okay. This is just for a solar panel to charge your battery. It's a Furion. If you ever wanted to purchase one, you would just plug it in right there. Of course, you have front bed, power tongue jack. If this power tongue jack fails, you could pull this plug, and the same crank that works for the stabilizers will actually work the jack manually. You got a deep cycle marine battery, 2 LP tanks. Excuse me. To get water to your trailer, the most common way is the city water hookup. You just put your hose on here and you're ready to go. Now if you go to a campground or a campsite that doesn't have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill the water tank. There's a fresh water tank on board. You fill it here before you get to the campsite, and you can pump the water. Let me get this on here and get the thing back together here. And you can pump the water with the electric pump that's inside. That's just your outside shower for kids and dogs and feet and what have you. This is the service panel for your refrigerator. You don't really have to go in there. You just have to remember that this condensation drain should always be hanging outside. Okay, so to dump this trailer, now we might not have pulled the valves yet, so let me make sure. Oh, he did for the most part. All right, so this one here is the black tank flush. The black tank holds toilet water and waste. This is the gray tank flush valve, and the gray tank holds sink and shower water. So you'll put your hose on here, put the other in the dump station. You're going to pull this one first, dump the black tank first, then you'll dump the gray tank second, just because the gray water is cleaner than the black water, and it'll just help to clean your hose out. Now, after you've done that, if you leave your black tank valve open, you can hook the hose of the dump station up to your black tank flush and turn it on, and it'll clean out the inside of your black tank, which is a good thing. Just make sure, like it says on this sticker, always make sure the valve is open before you turn on the water. All right, this is where your power cord hooks up to, 30 amp power cord, cable and satellite through, and just a light so you can see what you're doing. Okay. All right, this is your grill bracket here. There's a quick connect for LP under here. Let me get down so I can see it here, so I can show you where it's at. It's right here. So that's a quick connect fitting. You get a hose with it that goes to the grill. Swing out bracket, of course. Now, this housing up there just shows us that this is pre-wired for a backup camera. You can get a Furion camera to fit there. Just make sure you get the one that fits in that housing. It's designed for. Okay. You have to, while we're looking up, you have to inspect your roof at least 3 times a season. So figure in the spring and the fall. Once in the middle of the summer, you're going to go up there. You're going to check all the seals on the roof, all the sealant, make sure there's no cracking or separation. You also do it on the corners. Any place you see on the sides that has caulk from the manufacturer, you're going to check those. But pay special attention to the roof, of course. Some years, sometime you're going to have to touch up the roof. The all trailers, you have to do that on all trailers. So this one's no different. So that's why you're inspecting it regularly, to make sure that when that time comes, you'll be ready. All right, I'm going to drop this bed down by myself here. It's easy to do by yourself, but you have to use two hands. I'm just using one here, so bear with me. I'll just show you how it works here. So it comes down like so. Okay. All right, so you will go inside like so, and we'll pull the bed out like this. The mattress, I mean, excuse me. And I know you can't see very well because I'm trying to do all this with one hand here, so I'm sorry. I might have to set the phone down to hook this. You don't want to miss the nub and push it through your pole through the tent, of course, so you got to be very careful. Make sure you're on there, which I'm not. Okay, all right, so I got to do this. Please hold on. Okay, so now I've got it. And then I'm going to put this right on here like so. That's all there is to it. Then I'll put the mattress into place, and we're all set. Okay, so I can see that he has these mattresses reversed, it looks like. This is actually the front mattress. But that'll be corrected for you by the time you get here. Sorry about that. He's new. It's our new guy, so. All right. Please bear with me for 1 second here. All right. So, like I was telling our customer here, yeah, these mattresses are reversed. This is the front mattress. So we'll change that out for him. Okay. All right, so the bathroom works like any other bathroom. This GFCI here, all the plugs in the trailer are wired through this one here, even the one on the outside. So if it pops using a coffee pot or something, you're going to reset it here. The thing to know about the bathroom, everything works just like a regular sink or shower, but the toilet, you got to have water in it and chemical when you start using it. So after you hook up your power and your water at the campground, when you first get there, you'll come in here, you'll put your chemical right in here, whichever chemical you use. Then you'll step on here because the water hooks up, the water comes swirling out, and you're going to put about a gallon or two in the tank. You just guess, you just use common sense to what about a gallon of water is. But the bottom line is you have to have a little bit of water in there to start off with the chemical. You never start off with a dry black tank. Okay. This is your control panel here. Your lights, awning light. Your awning out. You're just gonna send it out. Make sure nothing's in the way, of course. You send it out. It goes out 8 feet, and then you'll see the fabric will unfurl, and you'll just see the awning tube. You know you're out all the way. Never leave it out unattended. If you're not at the campsite, you roll it in. Otherwise, it can get damaged very quickly by the wind. All right. I told you about the onboard water pump. That's right here. To light the water heater on gas. Remember, I told you make sure there's always water in the heater before you start it. You light it there. Battery's charged. Fresh tank has water in it, but we'll drain it because we're still working on it. Your black tank is empty. Your gray tank is empty. Once you get, they graduate up in 1/3 increments, as you can see. Once you get past 2/3, you know it's about time to start thinking about dumping your tanks. Okay. Your range, you spark it to light it. So I don't know if he's got the gas on. If not, I'll just walk you through it. But yeah, he's got it off. So you're just going to turn it to light and then go clockwise with it, and it'll light. Okay, the oven is a little different. You have to use a grill lighter. So you'll basically, the pilot light is down here, the bottom shelf all the way to the back. So you'll go to pilot, right like that. So you can see it right there. Then you depress it, and you light the pilot light with your lighter. In effort light, you hold it for another 10 seconds or so, still holding it. Then you go to operating temperature, whatever you want. The thing is, when you turn it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light, so you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Okay, this is your range hood vent, and this is your microwave. Works like any other microwave. The radio, you can stream off this USB stick, put all your favorite albums on there. You can hook up wirelessly with Bluetooth from your phone or tablet and stream off your device. Zone 1 and Zone 2 for the speakers. Zone 1 is inside, Zone 2 is outside, so it does a lot. You have TV hookup here if you choose to. The legs will come out of the table, and you can set the top down on these cleats here. There's 4 of them. And then fill in the space with the back cushions, and you have a bed there. This one you will jackknife, so you'll pull it down basically, and this will jackknife flat to give you another bed. This is your LP gas and carbon monoxide detector right here. It should always be green. If not, you get it serviced. If it goes off, you go outside and shut off the gas and figure out what's going on. This device is a power converter. It converts 110 AC down to 12 volt DC. So you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers just like at home right here, and they're labeled, and then it converts the power to 12 volt DC. You have 12 volt fuses here, and they're labeled. If any of these fuses blow, they light up, so you can see them through the plastic. Okay, it's got to come off there. So you can see it through the plastic, and you'll know that it blew. Also, it's a battery tender, so when you're plugged in, it'll sense how much energy your battery up front has, and if it's low, it'll charge it. If it's charged, it'll maintain it. Okay. Your refrigerator is gas absorption. It works on 110 AC or 12 volt DC. Just turn it on like that. This is auto. Auto means electric. So if you want to run on electricity, you choose auto. It's called auto because if you lose power, it'll automatically switch over to gas. You can run it dedicated to gas like that if you choose to, but auto is normally where it goes. To set the temperature, you slide this thing up. It's a thermistor, and you see the higher you go, the colder it goes, so you just slide it all the way up. Okay. Your thermostat, you just hit it once to start it, or to light it up, I mean. Then you can scroll through fan, air conditioner, and furnace. Just remember there's a lag time of about 5 seconds every time you choose a appliance. You have to wait about 5 seconds before it kicks in. Alright? Okay. So that about covers it. So thanks for purchasing your trailer at National RV Detroit. If you have questions or issues, you let us know. We'll take care of you. And make sure to inspect your roof. And keep in mind, this trailer has to be winterized, so you have to learn about winterization or else have it done in the fall. Okay? Thank you very much, and goodbye.